Hello and welcome back to Michael Stupan Diaries. I'm out here in the very, very bright sunlight, but you know, you gotta do it, right? The weather's so nice, so I wanted to do it. So you'll have to excuse me for looking like I'm in pain. I'm not that much in pain. It's just this sunlight. Yeah, I just wanted to give you a bit of an update here. It's been a while since I've got the chance to talk to you. I'm quite busy. It's not like I'm physically that busy. Let's see, this way is better. It's not like I'm physically that busy, but I'm mentally quite occupied by a lot of stuff. It's a good feeling. I've got a lot of stuff to do. But it's kind of interesting, right? Because I'm used to working, and normally if you work, and then when you're off work, you don't work. That's how it works. But when you go to school, if you're not at school, you should be studying. Otherwise, you're wasting your time. So that's basically what I'm doing. Like every single moment that I have that's free, I basically just. Well, I don't spend all the time studying, of course, but I spend the time thinking about it at least, and knowing, oh, I have this thing to do, I have this homework to do, I have this assignment for next week that I need to do. It's a really good feeling, but it means that mentally I'm quite busy, so that's why I haven't really been able to record much and keep you updated on this. It is the weekend now, which means it's laundry time, which is also why I've got the laundry drying things here. I do have these laundry hanging things here on my balcony, but I would need to get like a pole to stick between them to hang it on. So I just used like the actual what were they called again? Laundry horse, something like that. I don't remember the terms, but the thing to dry my clothes on. I use those instead because I don't have like a pole to stick through it, but my balcony is big, so there's plenty of space to do it anyway. You may remember a while back, well, way back when I first introduced my apartment, I talked about there being an old, not particularly charming building in front of my place, and I think in one of my videos as well I showed that they were dismantling that building. They were tearing it down. Well, they finished tearing it down, and there was a lot of I won't really say worries, but I was constantly thinking about what are they going to do? What's going to happen? Are they going to build a giant ass skyscraper in front of my balcony? They were not building a giant ass skyscraper in front of my building. They built a parking lot. Let's see if the lighting actually adjusts for that. Look at that. They built a parking lot, and out of all of the things that they could have built, that's not bad. That's not bad. I've got a nice big open space now in front of my balcony here, so that's real nice. It would have been nice, of course, if it was a park and not a parking lot, but it's a lot better than many of the potential outcomes, like a giant tall skyscraper building. Man, the light here is getting a bit difficult for me to deal with. Mabushi sugite, as you might say. But it looks like, just look at the weather. It's so nice, and it is a bit cold. Well, standing here in the sun, obviously, it's getting quite warm. But no, I can definitely feel it's starting to turn into autumn for real. Obviously, back up in Aomori, where I used to be, it would be much colder. Like at this point, I would have the heat on, and I would be lucky if it would be like 15 degrees inside my house as I woke up in the morning. Today it was the coldest morning it's been inside my apartment, and it was like 21 degrees. I think usually during the day here it gets up to maybe 18, 20-ish degrees still, which for me, coming from Denmark and having lived in Aomori for a year, is just absolutely fantastic October weather. So I'm just enjoying it. That's why I'm out here on my balcony as well. And it's totally, absolutely not because I don't clean up my apartment as much as I should have. I do not clean up my apartment as much as I should. but that's not the reason that I'm not recording in there. The reason is because of the weather. Yeah, I don't even know how all of this is ending up looking on the camera because it's so bright. I can't see anything. It's actually much better if I go in here, but then we have this usual issue where things are not made for my height. It's like if I'm out here, it's fine. There's plenty of space. But as soon as I go in here, it's like this is not meant for me. And like my door to get back into my apartment is yeah. I still don't know what the deal is. Like why they don't just make it a consistent size. Because I have 3 different heights of doors inside my apartment, and like, this is one of them, and this is from outside. Obviously, there's a bit of a step up. You can't really see that, but the floor in the apartment is slightly higher than the floor out here on the balcony. So, stepping up to go in there means that the door is even shorter. So yeah, that's always the fun things of living in Japan. I have actually shrunk. I don't know if it's just living in Japan for a year where everything is smaller, so I'm constantly like hunched over and like, man, I should stay either in the shade or in the sunlight. Changing between them is just messing up the lighting. Let's go in here. What was I saying? Oh yeah, because I'm constantly like hunched over. Maybe I'm just shrinking because of that. Maybe I never was as tall as I thought I was. But anyway, I had a health check the other day, and they actually measured me to only 195 centimeters, so I've shrunk apparently. But even then, even being only 195 means the country is not designed for that. It's a thing I have to deal with. I as you can tell, I don't actually have anything useful to say. I'm just rambling, and now have been doing so for a long time. It's nice to just get to talk, because again, as I said, I don't have anything, any like major updates. I'm still studying. I've gotten really into it. It's going well, but it is also taking a lot of my. I would say mental capacity. That's not really what I want to say, but there are only so many different kinds of tasks and things that you can keep track of at any one time, and a lot of that capacity is being taken up by studying, because it's like, oh, I have to keep studying today. It's the weekend. I have to keep studying. I have to do my homework. I have to study more. So that's why I haven't been able to update you much. And again, I know I did mention this in the last video, but I just want to say that I'm still alive, still happening, and I will try to put out somewhat regular videos like this. But yeah, I can't guarantee any regular. I think I was trying to say regularity, but then I figured that would be too difficult to say, so I didn't, and then I messed up. Can't guarantee any kind of like regular schedule with this, but I do want to just talk to you once in a while like this. There's not much excitement in it, but just getting to talk is nice sometimes, and I'm spending way too much doing that. So I'll leave it here. Thank you very much for watching this video, and enjoying the extremely bright sunlight with me here. And I'll see you again in the next one. Swoosh.